Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. It is the last day of Mental Health Awareness Month, and I have published content here on the channel every single day this month, and I survived. But I wanted to end on a fun note because nostalgia and connecting to our inner child and being able to be silly and goofy and have fun is a huge part of mental health. And one of the ways I do that is through NSYNC. From about 13 to 16 back in the 90s, I was unabashedly obsessed with everything NSYNC. Of course, since then, I've become an adult and have absolutely no lingering obsession or preoccupation with the group or their music or the members or their personal lives in any way, shape, or form. But I heard that there were these two guys, Jonathan Young and Caleb Hyles, that did a metal cover of Bye Bye Bye. And you know what? I'm scared, but I'm really, really curious how you can make this a metal song. So let's go. Okay, I can do this.
Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, I'm doing this tonight. You're probably gonna start a fight. I know this can't be right. Hey, baby, come on. I loved you endlessly, and you weren't there for me. So now it's time to leave and make it alone. I know that I can't take no more. It ain't no lie. I don't wanna see you out that door, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Don't wanna be
All right. First and foremost, I think that he put on sunglasses because you could just slowly see his soul leaving his eyes. And I think someone has something on him, and that's why he's doing this cover. So I just want to let you know that if you need help, reach out to us and we will help you. We will get you out of this mess. I promise you don't have to be doing 90s boy band metal covers on YouTube if you are in trouble. As always, I kind of want to touch on the lyrics here. Of course, never thought I'd be psychoanalyzing NSYNC lyrics on YouTube, but here we go. When in a toxic or abusive relationship, the person will almost indefinitely try to start a fight if you try to leave. And there will be gaslighting and guilt tripping and a whole host of other unhealthy and degrading behavior. This is just kind of the game that is played here with these kinds of relationships, unfortunately. And these types of relationships are often also very one-sided, with one person being far more emotionally invested than the other person. They condition you to beg for attention and support, convincing you that you don't deserve it. So you start to believe in them. You start to try harder because you're trying to earn their affection or their approval. And that's where the loved you endlessly when you weren't there for me comes in. It's so serious. Before it transitions, it's like The guys of NSYNC drank way too much caffeine before they tried to perform, and this is kind of what came out, but his expressions are cracking me up. He's trying to look very sultry and very serious, and it's just cracking me up. But man, that growl kind of hit me right in the childhood, right there in the childhood. Just, oh. In the millions of times, yes, millions of times that I have heard this song, I don't think I ever deeply connotated that they chose to make it alone. It doesn't say it's time to leave and find someone better. It's time to leave and make it alone. It's time to find my empowerment and my self-worth. It's time to reconnect to that. And life would be better alone than in a relationship that's not serving you or that isn't conducive for your mental health, that's damaging to your mental health. Look, I used to have severe codependency issues to the point that my entire self-worth was dependent upon my relationship status, and if I was in one, my whole world revolved around that relationship. I had no identity outside of that relationship, and I had to learn to make it alone. I had to struggle to make it alone to learn to enjoy it, but I did end up seeing in the long run that being alone doesn't equate being lonely. There is a difference.
I'm giving up, I know for sure. I don't wanna be the reason for your love no more. I'm checking out, I'm signing off. I don't wanna be the loser, man, I've had enough. I don't wanna be your fool in this game for two. So I'm leaving you behind.
Get it! Oh, there, he's alive already. That's safe. Okay. I don't know if they've done other NSYNC covers, but I'm gonna definitely have to check out more of them. But man, that did hit me right in the childhood. Though my preference is always going to lie with the original because it represented a large part of my personal timeline, I will give credit where credit is due, that this is a little masterpiece in its own right. It boggles my mind, though, that he had to presumably look at the lyrics. I can't comprehend that there is someone that does not know the lyrics to Bye Bye Bye. That just does not compute in my brain. Like I said, NSYNC represented a massive part of my childhood. If I am out and about and I hear it, or one of my friends that went through this time of my life with me and this obsession with me is out and about and they hear it, they will always call each other or text each other or send little videos of ourselves jamming out to it in the grocery store or whatever. So it really does reconnect me to a very happy part of my life, a very happy time in my life. But this was like watching the emotion that this song evoked grow up before my eyes, and that was a really interesting perspective. That was a very interesting thing that I didn't really expect to have happen. This has always been my breakup survival song because I didn't date pre-NSYNC, and during the NSYNC phase, I was going to marry Justin Timberlake and was drawing Mrs. Amanda Timberlake all over my folders at school and stuff, so I wasn't really interested in boys around me. I guess they had really high standards to live up to, but I started dating afterward, obviously a couple years afterward, and this was my breakup survival song through every single relationship I've ever ended or gone through a breakup with. I don't want to be a fool for you anymore, meaning I can't be wooed anymore. I can't be sweet talked with pretty words and false promises. And let me tell you, once you get to that point, you are freaking unstoppable. You are going to walk out of there, mic drop like a boss, and you're going to find your power and your strength. You're done. And once you're done, you are able to move on, truly, genuinely move on and start to find healing. And the other person might hate you, they might get angry. That's not on you. Now, mind you, I do want to note that if you are in a dangerous situation, make sure that you have a safe escape plan and you are safe. That is the number one priority in all of this. But they might make threats. You have the right to do what's best for yourself, what's best for your mental health. You have the right to walk away like an absolute boss. And even as a teen, I never took the don't want to be a loser as the derogatory insult, but rather as the person saying that they don't want to lose any more of themselves. They don't want to be stuck in this endless game that's impossible to win. You know, it's tearing up my heart to end this month, but I drive myself crazy trying to make daily content. This, I promise you though, I'll never stop trying to shatter the mental health stigma. Though it makes me ill to sign off, you got it. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Share it if you think somebody else might need a little bit of nostalgia or a laugh. And I love you guys so, so, so much. Mwah.